Hello everyone, it's me Sam. Today I'm gonna show you how to create an animated GIF or GIF graphic ads post. So GIF stands for Graphics Interchange Format. That is an animated graphic ads for your Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and the LinkedIn ads for your digital marketing needs. So let's go to our files. Here we have our first gif.txt, which includes the 4 frames that we are going to use in our animated GIF. So for frame 1, we have the creative graphic design text. For the frame 2, we have responsive website development. For the third frame, we have generate SEO leads and emails. And for the last frame, we have the ads expert social media. And for the next one is our sample GIF GIF file. So if you open this one, we have here the sample tadan. So that's okay, sorry. So here's an example of our GIF file for this tutorial. So let's go back to our files, and then for the colors, we're just gonna use the colors for my branding. From a logo design, we have the blues, the greens, the reds, and the oranges. Okay. So after setting up our primary requirements for our graphics, we're gonna use or start now creating an animated file by using the graphics application, which is Adobe Photoshop. So here, after opening the Adobe Photoshop, here is its user interface. So let's tour around. So we have here our menu bars. For the menu, we have File, Edit, Image, Layer, Select, Filter, View, Window, and Help. Down to the menu bar, we have here the Options bar. To the left side, we have the toolbars, which will be the tools that can be used in graphic designing, editing, and etc. For the right side, we have here the panels that will be used for adjustments and for the setting up for your graphic needs. So for the panels, the most important panel for graphic application or for Adobe Photoshop is the layers panel, which it includes all the layers, the groups that can be found in your graphics design. So now I already created a tutorial.psd file, which is a final Photoshop document to create in our animation or animated GIF tutorial. Let's open this file. Then we have come up with our first layer or our first group for this tutorial. So we have here a group 1, which is an active group or layer for this one. Okay, so we also have here the group number 2, group number 3, and the last group is group number 4. So we have 4 groups in total, reflecting the frames here in our text or in our sample guide. Okay, so now when we add animation to our simple or flat graphics, let's go to Window, then choose Animation, then the animation pane will display below our canvas. So here we have our first frame reflecting the active frame or the active graphics here, which is a group 1 from the layers panel. So meaning the frame number 1 will be paired with group number 1. So now, since we are having a group of 4 or 4 groups in total, so we're just gonna add additional 3 frames so we can come up with 4 frames in total as well. So below, we're just gonna click this icon or button. We have duplicate selected frames. So we'll add 3 more so we can have our 4 frames. So for the frame 1, let's pair it with our group number 1. And then frame number 2 will be paired with group number 2 and hide the group number 1. For the frame number 3, let's pair it with group number 3 and hide again the group 1. And for the fourth and last frame, let's pair it with group number 4, then also remove or hide group number 1. So after setting up all the frames to each designated groups, so let's gonna check let's start with the frame 1 paired with group number 1. Frame number 2 will be paired with group 2, frame 3, group 3, and the last frame will be paired with group 4. So after setting up those frames to our groups, then let's show the footer for our graphics. So for the footer, I just added my username in Facebook and the Facebook logo, so it will be added as in ads or as a links or reference in our footer. So for you guys, you can add your Facebook, Twitter, Instagram usernames here, or your websites if you have one. So if we're done setting up our graphics, now let's start creating a frames or creating an animated graphics. Okay, so here in our frames, we have an arrow here. So click that arrow so we can add a delay for each of the frames. So let's try to pick this 0.2 seconds of delay to all of our frames. Let's try to play how it goes. Okay, so maybe it's a bit too fast for our graphics. Okay, always remember that your audience must read all your Facebook, all the things that you are incorporating like text, graphics, or typography in each of the frame of your animation. So maybe we'll just kinda add more delay. Why not pick 0.5? Let's try how it works. Let's play, and then that's it. So maybe this kind of delay will be read by our viewers or by our audiences. Okay, so I guess we're done. So after setting up the delay of our animation, let's set our looping to forever so it will run through our GIF. So meaning it will not end, it will not stop, it will continuously flowing all over and all over, go back to its place, back and go back. So after setting up our page, after setting up all the frames, then let's wrap up the things and save, export our files into a GIF format to our design. So go to File, then find Save for Web and Devices. Okay, then pick a preset of GIF, then set the width and the height at exactly 500 pixels by 500 pixels, then 100%. Notice that we have a 219.72 kilobytes of file, so meaning GIF file has a compressed file compared to any flat image which consumes a number of megabytes of your design. So after selecting or setting up our GIF file, so we're just gonna save this one and let's save it into our tutorial folder. Then let's for the file name we have tutorial.gif, then let's save the file. So after rendering, let's check if our file is in our folder. Then here it is. So we have our new file which is tutorial.gif. So let's try to open if it runs. So here is our final files. So these files is now ready to upload in our social media. Let's say for example in Facebook, I already have some videos here or some GIF here. If you scroll down, I have sample GIF in here. So we have here a sample. Okay, so here is our final file. So thank you guys for watching my video. Hope that you like it and hope that you learn from my very short animated GIF tutorial. Thank you for watching. Once again, I'm Brian Samabrow, a creative art director. Thank you.